What's up, sim racers? It's Larry, TJRSim here, and today I am going to give you my impressions of triple screens, and I'm going to compare it to VR. I won't be showing VR footage here, but I will compare it as far as, what I think the differences feel like to me. So, as you can see here, I am using three triple 32-inch MSI monitors, and let me see. Here is the part number for it. Is an Optics Mag 321 CQR. It's 144 hertz monitors, 1 millisecond response time. It's curved, 1800R curve, I believe is what it is, which is just about right. Although, in hindsight, I get why people say to get flat monitors, because it is a little bit more challenging to line up the edges and stuff. In fact, these particular stands that I'm using here are just arm stands that come out and hold the monitor from behind. See if we can get it here. Yeah. All right, that. And they work fine, but they do tend to sag just a tad. But, good news is I got a SimLabs cockpit set coming in here in another day, actually. So we'll be redoing this whole thing. What fun. Yes. So anyway, as far as lining them up, that's pretty straightforward, how to line them up and stuff. And setting your degrees that you want right there, which I am using 60 degrees, and I won't get into how to set that up unless you are really wanting to know, but there are some great tutorials out there already on how to set up your monitor. You can use iRacing for one of them. It'll tell you that your degrees that you should be, should set your side monitors to you based off of your distance from your, face to your monitor. Now, I happen to set these monitors height-wise horizontal, where my eyeballs are right here in the center of the monitor, which takes out some of the complications, because some of the games don't let you adjust your horizontal height difference. Like if you set a little bit lower than the monitor, they don't have that equation in there. But Project Cars 2 does. Your iRacing. This is of course AMS2. They all allow you to do that. Project Cars 3 doesn't, but they did update their triple screens to now account for your distance from your eyeball to the screen and your side angles as well. So that's at least updated right now. But anyway, so impression wise, what I see here is actually pretty cool. I'll go ahead and resume, let it go on here. But what you get here is showing you as I see it through my eyeballs. And as you can see, you got really fast frame rates as the cars zoom by me and stuff, right? Which is really good and definitely a lot higher than what you get in VR. I'm doing, this is 99 FPS right now is what it's setting at. But yeah, it's definitely more than the 90 hertz. You definitely feel faster. It feels faster when you're playing in triples, to me. Now, I don't feel like I'm lacking anything between VR and triples. In fact, I'm gaining resolution. However, there is quite a bit of a difference as far as the immersion factor goes. Now, VR, of course, you see this, right? And you see your hand, on the screen there, but you don't physically see your hand like you do with triples, right? But of course, you can hide the steering wheel and stuff. I just left it here for demonstration purposes. But when you're in VR, of course, when you look down, you don't see any of your wheel stuff and all your cool gadgets and stuff that you have. You see your actual VR legs in the inside the cockpit, which is very immersive and definitely a step up from triple screens and stuff. So as far as that goes, immersion wise, as far as feeling like you're in the space of the vehicle, you can't beat VR. VR is definitely the way to go. However, as far as a performance aspect, triples get you fairly close to the immersion factor as far as, looking for your left and right and picking up cars in your peripheral as they zoom by, or as you're trying to make a pass on them and stuff. You get that nice feel of immersion in that sense. You feel like you're racing wheel to wheel, which is actually really good. but you just lose that in the car feeling that you get with VR. Hopefully that explains it. But so now what do I see now just as far as immersion goes? You know, when you're doing VR, you know, you pretty much only see about this much when you're looking straight in VR, because your peripherals, you know, it's only a 110 degree view, right? So maybe about that much actually is about what you're seeing in comparison from VR to triples. So if that's VR, right, your triples, you're out to here is what you're seeing by looking straight. But not only that, is with your peripheral vision, I'm going to put my hand to the right here, and this is how much you see out of your peripherals while you're, let's see, where's my hand here, while you're driving. So you're almost seeing the whole dang screen out your peripherals. So when I'm looking straight, I'll put my hand out there a little bit so you can see it. That's how much I'm seeing right here out of my peripheral vision as I'm going straight. So you can imagine, as a car's coming up to you, compared to VR, you're only seeing this, right? You're not going to see the car come up on you unless you turn your head slightly, and then you're going to see that car come into the space, right? But with triples, you can see quite a bit more all the time. So as far as racing in a competitive arena, or just trying to be competitive online and stuff, triples are probably an advantage in that aspect as far as seeing what's going on around you compared to VR. However, I still adore VR a lot, and I won't go away from it, but it is a nice break to go from VRs to triples and not have to have a headset on, have better headphones on your head when listening to the stuff. And of course, with motion and stuff, it works out really good. So, you know, that's kind of sums it up a little bit as far as the differences go, as far as what you see on the screen. VR, you definitely have more immersion factor in the car. You feel like you are one with your vehicle, right? And as far as triples go, they work as far as what you see around you, and you see more around you, and you see it at a lot higher resolution than you do in VR. And so I'll just go through just a little slow lap, because I'm driving with one hand here. But as you turn, oh, cars are hitting me. I probably should turn my motion off, but oh well. They're gonna come around me here on the left. Now, what I do notice, one little quick note between VR and triples, is that your closeness factor that you are with the cars, you can judge your distance as far as where your wheel placement is a little bit better in proximity of the car itself. Of course, I'm trying to look at my screen and look at these cars at the same time. Hopefully you get the idea. But yeah, when you're wheel to wheel, it's fine with the triples, but the immersion as far as how far you can break in before you hit that car right there in front of you, you can tell it a lot better in VR than you can with triple screens. Triple screens is still just a flat screen, so get this in neutral here. It's still just a flat screen, so you know you're only going to see so much. You're just going to see what's available on the flat screen, but you're not going to be able to tell that depth of how close that vehicle is to your tire quite as well as you do in VR. So that's kind of the main difference. However, I haven't noticed it slowing me down. I just kind of trust it as I'm going to, if it's a really tight race and I'm going into a curve and stuff, you get pretty used to how far your front end is from the car, that you're tailing, right? So it's not too bad. That, and then add it to the experience as far as picking up more in your peripherals. I actually seem to have less crashes because I know what's going on around me a little more than I do in VR. So I think if VR would, some of the mainstream headsets, that had the better resolution, or higher, you know, the higher resolution like what the G2 HP Reverb G2 is, but then you add the field of view of around, you know, 150 probably, 160. Oh gosh, if it was 180, it'd be perfect, right? But if you could get up to that higher field of view like the Pimaxes have with the resolution of the G2, oh man, it'd be on like Donkey Kong. So anyway, but yeah, that's a quick look at this. Didn't want this to be too long of a video. Hopefully it helps you out if you're ever thinking about going to triple screens and you already have VR, or you're thinking about going to VR from triple screens. What you gain basically, in summary, from triples to VR is you lose your side peripheral vision and awareness around you, and you lose some resolution, but you gain a little bit more immersion factor as far as being one with the car. And also you do lose as far as your depth of field goes. You can see way down the track in triples compared to VR. VR, the resolution is not there yet for long distances. So anyway, that's a quick little summary of my impressions of triples versus VR. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments, ask some questions, and I'll be happy to help you. Until next time, I'm out.